Mr. Makrand Apalwad, the CMD of the company, who joins in. Hi, Makrand. Thanks so much for joining in today, sir. I mean, just want to understand a couple of details. If you could tell us, pond liners, you have told us that the total market for pond liners is around 2,000 crores. So currently, how much of revenue is coming from pond liners for your business? And with this commissioning of this new facility, what do you see the revenues go to?
This is basically a product which is used by most of the farmers for storing water into, you can say it's their personalized irrigation system. And with this new plant, this is our indigenous or homegrown technology. We call it nanotube migration blocking technology. So with this, we will be able to produce in this plant at a peak around 100 crore worth of pond liners in the plant. Presently, we are making in our irrigation segment around 30 crore of the total top line.
Okay, about 30 crore of your overall top line comes in from the irrigation related space. You spoke about the total market opportunity being at 2,000 crore rupees, right?
That's right.
Okay. Could you tell us the key players in this? What is the kind of competition and what is the market share that Emmbi plans to garner with the kind of facility that you have, and what will be the margins roughly on these pond liners?
Let me tell you one by one. It's around 2,000 crore market only for Maharashtra and Rajasthan, where we are present and active. We plan to have 10% of this market share in around 4 to 5 years, because comparatively this is a new, all completely organic development of market. And around EBITDA level margins are in the range of say 18 to 19%.
18 to 19%. All right. So just wanted to understand, sir, you know, if you could tell us, you said that 100 crores will come in from this particular new facility. So in FY18, what kind of numbers should you do? 80, 90 crores at least? I mean, how does the capacity utilization wrap up?
We are targeting around 40% of the utilization.
40%. So around 40 crores. Around 40 crores approximately.
Yes, and then it would migrate around 70% in the next year and around balance 30% in a year after that. So we would be able to complete this facilities utilization within around 3 years' time.
Super.
You said eventually you want a 10% market share of the 2,000 crore opportunity, which is about 200 crores of revenue. Could you tell us the kind of investment that you've made in setting up this particular plant?
It's around 7.5 to 8 crore rupees investment right now we have put in to making this plant, and that was more of an incremental investment because lot of equipment we already had with us, and this was a kind of a technology which was developed within our company. So infrastructure cost was quite humble actually.
Right. Makrand, if you could help us out with a couple of more details. What is the asset turns? 7-8 crores gives you a revenue of what? 40 crores?
Yes.
7-8 crores investment. So it's nearly around 5 times asset turn.
Right, that's right.
Okay, great. Also, let's shift focus and away from that, and let's focus on your revenues. I think for 9 months, you've done a revenue growth of around 9.5%. You had earlier told us that you'll do nearly around 15% for FY17. So quarter 4 is going to be blockbuster. Do you expect to maintain that 15% growth?
We are targeting anything between 12 to 15% at the end of this quarter. So I think it would be somewhere around that.
So for FY17, you'll do 15% revenue growth. Is that possible? You'll have to do much higher than 15% in the 4th quarter to get your average at around 15%.
I guess I'd say 12 to 15% we would be able to still get in.
Okay.
Okay. What is the impact of crude prices on the company's margins in Q4, Makrand?
Not really, because we are more of a crude independent pricing policy. So we are able to transfer whatever are the benefits or losses which are pertaining to the crude prices on our product to our customers. So it actually doesn't really impact us whichever way either it goes low or goes high. So we don't really get impacted because of the crude pricing on our product.
All right, Makrand, if you could tell us very quickly, finance cost, it's come down, you retired some high cost debt. What is the current debt in your books, and cost of borrowing, has it reduced?
Yes, our average cost of borrowings have come down to around 9.5%, and our debts are in the range of around 65.
All right, Makrand, very quickly, if you could tell us, for FY18 or FY19, if you could tell us what is your revenues likely to look at, what are your margins likely to look at, and what is your profitability likely to look at?
Generally, we are targeting 20% of the top line growth over these 2 years.
Okay.
And we have historically seen that in case we have a 20% growth and around, we generally have 1.5 times, that is around 30% of the growth in our bottom line.
Okay, Makarand, thank you so much for joining in, and all the best.